Hi guys, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be doing the unboxing and have a look at this Vivo V23 Pro smartphone. In fact guys, Vivo launched a series, actually V23 series, so there is also one more variant that is known as the V23. And guys, this is a review note, as you can see, that's why it says not for sale. And we also do not know the pricing, guys. And I know the pricing, I'll add it in the description. The Pro one, actually, again, as it's a Vivo smartphone, these are camera centric smartphone, and again in respect to design also, they have done the press release said that what I got material, the design is supposed to be really good. We'll look at that one. And of course, this is also a 5G smartphone. The Pro version comes with the MediaTek Dimensity 1200 SoC. Again, it's 5G and it supports 7 bands of 5G. Here are the 5G bands. And again, if you look at the back, guys, this is the 8GB RAM variant with 128GB of storage. There'll also be one more variant that comes with 12GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. It also has that extended RAM functionality also. So let's quickly just open this up and have a look. And in fact, the front facing camera also on this one is supposed to be a dual front facing camera, so of course it should be really good for selfies. And initial impressions, again, it's having an in-display fingerprint scanner, so AMOLED screen it has to be. And first thing, I would say looks, again, in terms of looks, it has that 3D design, curved 3D design. So in terms of looks, definitely looks very, very good. And in fact, it does not weigh also that much. Again, I like the color, guys. And if you notice, from this angle, it's looking like, this golden color. But if I tilt it, it changes the color. So they've done it really, really well. So it plays around with this one. In fact, they call this a fluorite AG glass. So gives a very cool different shades of color, as you can see. I hope the camera is able to capture it, but in person it looks very cool. And this Pro version, the main camera is 108 megapixel, whereas with the regular one I believe it was 64 megapixel. And front, if you also look at, we have actually dual camera. The main camera is a 50 megapixel that has actually eye autofocus for great selfies, and we also have 8 megapixel ultra wide. So in terms of looks, I would say looks very, very sleek and has that Vivo branding, and definitely plays around with the light. And I also like yes, there is that camera bump, but in terms of design, I would say they have done a good aspect with this. In fact, the handset feels very light to hold. In fact, if I recall, yes, it is just 171 grams. So let's see what else do we get in the box. Fortunately, looks like we get some stuff in the box. So you also get a case, a transparent case, so that's nice. A bunch of paperwork. What is this? This is like, okay, safety, and so bunch of paperwork and all those things. I'll just keep that to the side. You get a fast charger. This is actually a 44 watt flash charge. That is a fast charger that they call. So it's pretty big, as you can see. Type A port, and this will be the cable Type A to Type C port. We also get a SIM ejector tool, and luckily we are getting a headphone jack and a proper 3.5mm headphone jack we are getting. Oh, that's actually cool, and glad to see they have bundled the earphones also, because that's becoming a big rarity these days. You guys know that. So nice. I'll just keep these things to the side, and let's come back to the handset. Let me give you a physical overview. Again, feels very, very light, and the weight balance has been done well on this one. In fact, another thing that I like is, if you notice, the phone does not feel very bulky because it's having a 6.56 inch AMOLED screen. It's a full HD plus one, and this actually outer chases, this is metallic, guys. We also have a secondary noise cancellation microphone, and on this end we have the volume rocker, the power on off button. The tactile feel is good. Bottom is the speaker. This is your main microphone Type C port, and this will be your SIM tray. It will be dual nano SIM, I'm assuming, but let's see. And we also have a rubber gasket on this. Yes, it's a dual nano SIM that we are getting on this one. And again, guys, as this is a Dimensity 1200 SoC, it's actually a true, both the SIMs will have 5G support. So that's actually nice. And as I've told you, 7 bands of 5G. And on this end, actually plain nothing on this end. So definitely in terms of design and looks, it looks cool. And again, in person, I don't know how it's looking on video, but in person, this playing of the light, what they are doing, looks very cool. Anyways, let me just power this on, guys, and I'll set this up and then we will continue. So guys, I have set up this smartphone, so let's have a closer look at the same now. And as you can see guys, this is the smartphone. Again, this one is also having a AMOLED screen, as I've told you, and it's a 90 hertz. And this is actually coming with the new FunTouch OS version 12. Let me actually show you that first. And this is actually based on Android 12. If we go to about the phone here, as you can see, this is based on Android 12, and the specific variant that we have is 8 gigabytes of RAM with extended RAM up to 12 gigabytes. We also have one more variant with 12 gigabytes of RAM, and that extended RAM is 4, so it looks like 16 to the OS. So this is what it is. And we have the Dimensity 1200 SoC. This is based on 6 nanometer process. It's a very powerful processor from MediaTek. So again, in day-to-day operations, you will not happen issues. And if you go to display, where did it go? If you go to display over here, and if you go down, screen refresh rate, as you can see, you can set it to smart switch. By default it was smart switch, but I've set it to 90 hertz. And also guys, the moment I set up the phone, I got one OTA update, so I had applied that. Again, it's very sleek to hold in the hand, and we also have this always on display option, and we have this in-display fingerprint scanner on this one, and the in-display fingerprint scanner, as expected, is working very well, so I do not have any issues with the same. And again, the handset feels very light to hold. And if I go over here, again, we have a lot of quick toggles on this smartphone. And within the UI, there is some bloatware, guys. Some bloatware is there, for example, Moj app, Josh, etc. Let's see if we can uninstall this. And batch sort, it says, okay, move icons, whatever. Oh yeah, you can uninstall it. So there is some bloatware, but you can uninstall the bloatware like this, as you can see. So that's what it is. And if I go towards the left, we are getting the Google Now pane over here. So that's actually nice. So they have, I feel this FunTouch OS 12, they have cleaned up quite a bit now. So feels closer to stock Android. You have the app tray and all those things. And again, if you look at this smartphone, again, this is a camera-centric smartphone, no doubt about that. If you look at the back camera setup, guys, again, guys, here are all the specs for your reference, so that you know, have an idea. It comes with the MediaTek Dimensity 1200 SoC. The specific variant is 8 gigabytes of RAM, and other specs are over here. Now, specifically moving to the rear-facing camera, this Pro version, the main camera is 108 megapixel. Then we have an 8 megapixel, that's ultra wide. Then 2 megapixel, this is for that macro. Whereas the front facing is interesting setup. Again, as you can see, we have a notch, but this is a functional notch. As you can see, we have two cameras. The main camera is a 50 megapixel with eye autofocus. In fact, I'll show you a lot of camera samples later on, because this is a camera centric smartphone. And we also have ultra wide on this one. And the handset feels sleek. One thing that I noticed, guys, I was looking at this smartphone, and we don't have a 3.5 5mm headphone jack, but this is a 3.5mm headphone jack, the handset. But I forgot to show you, we also get this adapter, that is the Type-C to 3.5mm headphone adapter. So I'm happy to see that they are providing this adapter in the box. Other vendors are just not providing that, so that's what it is. And the handset is very sleek. Now let me actually show you the camera interface, because that's an important part of this smartphone. So this is the camera interface, guys, and by default you can go to ultra wide like this. This is the regular, and 2x is actually digital zoom that we have. And again, as you can see, this is a fast processor, so no lag or anything in that respect. And as we have all the various mode like portrait, etc. And we also have a pro mode, full pro mode, and we also have dual view with this one. That means it will use both the front and the rear. So all those options are there on this one. Now if you move to the front facing camera, again, as you can see here, also you have that ultra wide, so you can go ultra wide. That's pretty wide. And in fact, the front facing camera is a fully functional, as I've told you, it's a 50 megapixel, and even in video it's good. If I go over here, this is the regular mode, so these are the options. But if we go even in the video mode, if I go over here and if I click here, as you can see, we can shoot the video in 4K up to 60 FPS even with the front facing camera. That is actually pretty cool. And we have the level meter and all those things. So let me do one thing. Let me actually show you some sample shots that I have taken with this smartphone, so that you get a better idea regarding the camera. Some samples with the rear facing camera, and this was taken around the sunset time, as you can see. And this is the regular shot, and this was with the wide angle lens. Again, regular shot, and this was with the wide angle lens. Also, in terms of skin tones, it's produced very well. As you can see with these sample shots, it does a good job in my opinion. This was the regular shot, and this was in the portrait mode, and I feel the portrait mode also does a good job. These are some samples of the portrait mode. Again, regular shot, and this was in the portrait mode. Moving to the front facing camera, this camera excels. As you can see, these were taken with the front facing camera and they come out very good. And we also have the wide angle lens with the front facing camera. In fact, the front facing camera also does very good in dull lighting conditions. In fact, these two LEDs, as you can see, actually come out automatically in dark situation to light up your face very well, and that works very well in my opinion. This was taken in dark conditions, and this was in the portrait mode, but I feel the night mode also does a pretty good job. This was with the night mode. To give you an idea, let me show you the next sample. It was actually this dark, as you can see the background, but when I enable the night mode, this is what I got. So definitely the night mode works. Now guys, recording the video with the front facing camera, and we also have a stabilization option. So now I have actually enabled that stabilization option, and as you can see, I'm walking. So this is a quick sample with the same. We can also record the video in ultra wide, so let's do that and see the difference. Now I'm recording the video again with the front facing camera, but this is in ultra wide mode. I like the fact that even in video you have so many modes like ultra wide, etc., which is actually great for vlogging. And as you can see, I'm walking also, so I've enabled that stabilization option. So do let me know what do you feel about the video in this ultra wide mode. We also have the dual view mode in the video, where it captures the footage from the rear facing as well as the front facing camera. So guys, that's it for now for the unboxing and first look at this Vivo V23 Pro smartphone. So guys, what do you feel about this smartphone? Do let me know in the comment section below. I would say the big highlight of this smartphone is definitely the camera, and also for selfies, and if you even use the front facing camera for a lot of video work, then it's a very good option. Another thing that I like is it's very sleek. So in terms of looks also, it's a pretty good smartphone. But what do you guys think about this V23 Pro? Do let me know in the comment section below. Anyways guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care guys.